Triple murder case against former Army Major and American Airlines pilot Chris Martin taking a dramatic turn. His defense team says it has proof the evidence against him is false and misleading.
Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier has an exclusive look at the new analysis of cell phone data and why his attorneys say he needs to be released immediately.
3 people murdered in Pembroke, Kentucky, 2015. What was going on that led to such a terrible crime? It began when Chris Martin told his wife, Joan Martin, he wanted a divorce. He found out she was a bigamist. She then brought abuse charges against Martin, which led to a court-martial. The abuse charges fell apart. One of the murder victims was supposed to testify in the court-martial. But for who? Was Calvin Phillips going to testify against Chris Martin or against Joan Martin? He was killed before we found out. The case was cold from the start, but then suddenly and unexpectedly, Chris Martin is arrested 3 years after the murder. Martin's sister, Amanda Flagg, says it is unthinkable her brother could commit murder.
I know I'm painting a picture that he's unbelievable, and he is. I have to admit that. Is he perfect? Of course not. But he will put literally his life down for anyone that he feels in need of help. He is a rescuer.
The Christian County Sheriff's Office sends the FBI hundreds of items for DNA testing, sends off cell phone records, and tests Martin's gun. These 3 things appear to make up the entire case, but none of the DNA tested is Martin's, and the shell casings may or may not match Martin's gun, and were discovered not by police, but by the victim's family months later. Martin's attorney, Tom Griffiths.
It is highly suspicious. And it strains credibility, frankly, that after the police went through, who are professionals, who are trained to actually find these things, if they don't find it, and then somebody else months later just, poking around finds it, I just don't buy it.
So all that's left is the cell phone records. The Christian County investigator testified Kit Martin's phone was not home on the night of the murder, and that later it was on Rosetown Road, one of the crime scenes. But wait a minute. Cell phone expert Jonathan Reeves says neither of these findings are possible. That the idea that Martin's phone was on Rosetown Road is, quote, not supported by any version of the facts or the FBI report, unquote. Christian County also testifies murder victim Pam Phillips' phone was traveling toward Fort Campbell with Kit Martin's phone. That's the way he went to work. Not true, says the cell phone expert. The devices were clearly located in completely different areas on very different cell sites, and that even the FBI report says the same thing. And in fact, the FBI report and the detective are not in agreement.
The two don't have anything in common. It's one thing to say, as you said, that one expert feels one way and another expert feels a different way. But that's not what happened in this case. What happened in this case is their expert told them something, and the police officer ignored what the expert had actually said and testified to something completely different, and effectively made things up.
Next week, Martin's team will ask a judge to dismiss the case based on, quote, false information presented to the grand jury, unquote.
Kentucky prosecutors answered this claim tonight, but they did not dispute the evidence. They said, this is a matter that should be discussed at trial. I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.